What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you an absolutely amazing video today. I am currently playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and I am being attacked by an enemy Theoden from Daramilk. Shout out to Daramilk with the meat. Warband over here on Server 7, Season 3, Angmar. Shout out to Daramilk. Fantastic PvP opponent for this entire season, especially recently. I've been pew-pewing, and he's been pew-pewing on me. So, in this particular shot, he's about 50 seconds away from hitting my shadow with Theoden. I am going to absorb the attack and see what happens. The goal, of course, is to out-damage his units with the shadow. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do have 2,400 halberdiers mixed in to help me out. Let's see what happens, okay? As you guys probably saw in the live stream yesterday, this Shadows build is a pure might build with 196 plus might, running all of my skills focused on maximizing the damage from Undertaker, okay? So that's what we're going to look for today, is maximizing damage from Undertaker, and then the on-hit stacking poison ability, Morgul Poison, all right? So let's see what happens, folks. This is exciting. I was just making another video, and then he was like, I'll attack you with Theoden. So here we go. And it's a draw, ladies and gentlemen. What a nice draw that is. Looking pretty sexy right there. We'll put that into the reports channel and take a quick look-a-roo. So the Shadow with 201,000 damage output, 139,000 damage output from the soldiers. I actually out-damaged his army here. Very nice, very nice. I put out 70,000 more damage than he did. He healed about 37,000 of it. I healed 14,000 of it. So I would say that he is at about a 50,000 damage deficit to my shadow in this fight. Now, he might or might not win if this goes into another round, but just because of the amount of HP we both have remaining. But I think this was a very nice fight. Good fight, Daramilk. All right, let's take a quick look at how that played out. As we can see here, my Corsairs actually had higher damage than the Halberdiers because there is more of them, and I'm running a poison damage build, which gives bonuses to burn. And then his majority damage was from the Fallen, okay? Gear and skill-wise, let's take a look. He's got pretty solid gear, 4-star and 5-star purples, Reach of Rittermark with the cleave, okay? He's got Horsemaster maxed out, Rohirrim maxed out, he's got Mounted Combat maxed out, so he is going for maximum damage for his army. Very nice. Let's look what that looked like here in rounds 1 and 2, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice fight, Daramilk. All right. So like I said, guys, the whole goal is for the Shadow to put out maximum damage output here from his auto attacks. It looks like he is going to get several attacks off on my units before they are able to debuff his Fallen here. My champions, like I said, unable to debuff. His Fallen attacked faster due to the speed bonus. Okay. Mounted Combat trigger. Look at that. Very nice. Daramilk. Okay, here comes the Shadow coming in for the rebuttal. Here we go, guys. Auto attack for about 13,500 damage. Morgul Poison stacking on the Raider. 100% damage bonus there. Concussion on the Fallen. So now the Fallen have a champion debuff and a concussion debuff. And here we go for another auto attack for another 12,000 damage. So we're up to about 27,000 damage from the auto attacks. We have another stack of Morgul Poison, this time on the Fallen. Okay. So very nice. We're going to see both of those Morgul Poisons mature here in round 2. It's going to be extremely exciting to see how that plays out. Here's the Corsairs hitting for 14,000. The Halberdiers hitting for 10. Okay. So look at that. Morgul Poison ticking for 29.95. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Raiders, punching them directly in the face. Boom, baby. Okay. All right. Then we have the next tick at 27.13 on the Fallen. Another Morgul Poison tick. A lot of damage output from that. Very nice to see that. Okay. Fallen with a double damage debuff here because they're going to have the concussion as well as the challenge ability, so they're reducing their damage by like 71% or something, or 76% reduced damage. Okay. Even though they have plus 41% bonus damage from Rohirrim, they have a lot of reduced damage as well. Champions, again, hitting the Fallen here, stacking up that debuff. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Shadow coming in hot and heavy in round 2 for his burst. Pew, pew to the face. Here we go. Another plus 20 might from the chest piece. I'm at 405 might. There we go. 13,000 damage output there. Beautiful. Concussion. Beautiful. Okay. Some Morgul Poison again on the Raider. And just one attack. I didn't get a double attack this round? Wow, I didn't get a double attack this round. No wonder I did so poorly. No double attack in round 2, even though it's a 90% chance to get a double strike. But look at this. This is what we like to see. The Morgul Poison goes up to 2 stacks. At 2 stacks, it's ticking for 4,330. That is pretty significant damage output, guys. The Fallen only have 1 stack, so it's hitting for 27. Okay. And even though they have minus 40% damage, they're still hitting for almost 9,000 damage. Because the Fallen are absolutely disgusting. They deal so much damage. And here is the Shadow again in round 3. We're applying Plague. We're going to be an anti-heal for the next 2 rounds. No more healing for the Fallen and the Dragoons for the next 2 rounds, folks. Very nice. Okay, oh, look at this. Another 100% bonus to my Morgul Poison on the Raiders. Oh, my goodness. And a double strike. Thank God for that. With some more Morgul Poison on the Raiders. We're going to see another double stack ticking on the Raiders for the next 2 turns. So nice. 42, 44 damage output, folks. Look at that. Oh my goodness, just so much damage on these folks. Shadow really knows how to put out a hurtin'. Okay, here we go. The Fallen hitting my Corsairs for almost 12,000 damage with the 10k mounted combat trigger. Even though they have a minus 40% damage debuff. Keep that in mind, guys. That's a 40% damage debuff they're hitting for this much damage. Fallen with Theoden are disgusting. One of the strongest combinations in the game. Absolutely. And here's my last turn of double strikes. Okay. Now the Dragoons are going to have some Morguls. The Fallen are going to have some Morgul Poisons. We're going to see a couple single stacks here. Here we go. There it is. With concussion and the minus 40% damage, the champions take 6k. Still a pretty good hit with another mounted combat proc. He's getting a lot of mounted combat triggers here, guys. Very lucky. 2,400 damage from Morgul Poison. 42, 44 damage on the Raiders from Morgul Poison. And then we got another one on the Dragoons. So that's the point of this build, guys, is to... Where'd the Dragoons go? Did they attack? Oh, here's 1,400 damage from the Dragoons. Okay, so the point of this build is to use your double strikes in the first 4 rounds to really maximize your AoE damage output, as well as stack up the Morgul Poison. Since the Morgul Poison goes to 2 stacks, you can have this running with, basically 8 stacks worth of damage in the first 4 rounds, and really put out an additional 20k DPS just from Morgul Poison, in addition to your auto attacks that hit all 3 targets. So that's the point. That's how this plays out, guys. That is the goal of the build, is to come in here, do maximum damage, come out swinging in the first 4 rounds. And mathematically speaking, it's less damage. If you assume that you basically have full command for all 10 rounds, okay, the focus damage version of the Shadows build, where you're going into these different skills that I didn't go into, where you're maximizing skills, I guess it's not focus. But where you're maximizing delayed plague, where you're maximizing plague, where you're going into black Numenorian, you're picking up black arts. The version of this build where we max out some of these other skills is higher damage theoretically if you can keep your command high up. The reason why I like this build so much better is because my biggest thing is I'm a big fan of front loading all the damage. So if you're going to front load the damage, then I would go ahead and say that's better because you're going to reduce the damage that the enemy puts out. Instead of waiting until rounds 3 and 6 to do your big nukes, doing big nukes in rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4 is just so much more appealing. Okay, so that is the video, folks. We're going to do another video tomorrow where we directly compare the Shadow with Sestaro. We've done some one-to-one attacks on some very strong opponents where we're going to directly see which commander is better and why. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Love you all a long time. Randy out.